I just wanted to go live and say hi. You can see my face now. I will turn the camera around and start on the nail art. I just wanted to do a little tips and tricks for you first. So I just wanted to say hello and let you know. We will do tips and tricks, and then we'll do lily. I'm going to make you guys a lily out of black, Raven's Kiss, Lovee Dovee, and Sublime. We will also be doing some flowers, spring flowers, with our nail art today too. So make sure you stay tuned in because there's a lot of activities. So I'm just going to turn this around now. Sorry for the glaring. And I want to make sure that you guys can see all of that. Okay, so we're going to, so my first tip for you is to save your cleanser block, okay, and save the cellophane. So you can see the cellophane still on it. So this little trick is from packing tape, okay? So you want to take about 3 inches of packing tape, fold over the edges so it's loose so you can hold on to it, okay? So you can stick your finger under there and use it on the stamping pad first, okay? And I will do a demo so you can see how that works. And then you can also use it on your sponge. So once you use the sponge, you just attach it to the tape and clean that off. And I don't touch anything else, and you can see that it stays clear for me. There is no film buildup, okay? So that's my little tip hack, I guess, for the stamping kit. So with no further ado, we're gonna start with some Lovee Dovee, Lovee Dovee, and we'll do Sublime too. So we're gonna add it to a couple of dots on the table. I don't know if you can see me working there. Might have to turn it a little bit, just so you can see that I have Lovee Dovee there. So I'm just going to take a little bit of Lovee Dovee, and I've done one coat of Raven's Kiss, okay, and we're going to have to do a second because we're going to have it, so we're going to use Sublime, okay. Won't need a lot of that. It'll maybe a little more. So Sublime, Raven's Kiss is the main color, and then Lovee Dovee. So what we're going to do is we're going to take Raven's Kiss and apply it to the nail stick again, because I've only put one coat on, and we want to leave this wet, okay? So we're going to do this wet. So I'm just going to set that down. And we're going to take the striker brush. Or the large long-haired brush. Okay, so that's this brush here. We're going to run it into the full length of the white. And you just want to make sure that you have a little bubble there, okay? And what I'm going to do is we're just going to, nothing fancy, we're just going to run it from that edge all the way along, okay? And we're going to do that twice. Oh, okay? So you just need that little bubble to start. And then just run it along. You see how it makes the lily? And we'll make it more detailed. So I forgot to take out the pad. So we'll be done with this striker brush, or the long-haired brush. And these are all in the Creative Collection, okay? So we'll just set that over there for now while we're doing that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add green leaves across. Okay, so we're just gonna take a little bit of the green, not a whole bunch, you don't want a whole bunch on there, and run it into the opposite way, just so you can see there's an actual leaf. You see what I'm saying? And you have to wipe that off because it'll grab the black, and you're going to do it again. Just, it gives you enough detail. And we're going to do it on this side, so we're going the opposite way. See how you get the, and it's not really hard, but you need to wipe it off because it picks up the black, okay? So you're going to add a little more leaf. And you're just going to angle it, right? Because you want the, wipe off, and then add more green. Okay, and we're gonna, so that's the start of a lily. So I'm just gonna have to cure this now. And if you want to add more details, I take my little dotting tool, okay, and I'm going to add some lemon meringue to that. I'm just going to put it down here. You don't need a whole bunch of lemon meringue. And we'll take the detail brush. Okay, so that's the little tiny brush, and we're going to add a little line into the middle once it's cured. I just find it's very, very easy to do. So there's the start of your, okay, I let it run too long because usually it forms really good, but we'll see if we can fix that up and make it look like a, so you just run it the length, right? Just a light length. I'm hoping you guys can see this. So you can just see how it just runs the length of the white. And it's just with the detail. So you just put a little more yellow on and just a little, shaky today, just in the middle. And it doesn't have to be perfect. So see how that, and I'll just put a little black dot to give you the detail, but I'll have to cure that for a few seconds. And what I use with that one is the very fine, okay, dotting tool with Raven's Kiss and Lovee Dovee. Because there's a little white spot in the lily dot that the bees sit on, and then the black dot is the nectar, right? So it's pretty straightforward with that. And again, it's so much fun to learn how to do different things, and it's just easier. And it's not really hard, but it's, okay, so you're just gonna take the fine little dotting tool, so it's very fine tipped, okay? And you're just gonna add a little bit of white to the bottom of it and put it right on the tip of the yellow. Okay, just one little dot on the tip of the yellow, see? And then we'll cure that for a few seconds, just so that gets cured. And we'll add a little black dot to that fine dot, okay? I think I'm going to try bulrushes. What do you guys think? Would you like me to try bulrushes? Or foxtails? I think that should be fine. So I'm just going to add a little black dot to that white. Just so it's just faintly there. Can barely see it. So what do you think? Lilies? Awesome deal. Oh, I know what I forgot to do is share this into, so that's what I've used. Okay, so this is the detail brush, the fine little pointer brush, and it comes in the package. And the I really appreciate you guys all watching. Thank you. So there's your lily. So I think that looks pretty cool off at the distance, and I'll take a picture of that so you guys can see it up closer. So now I've got a white, and I'm gonna just do some flowers for you with some dotty tools. So you have to add one more white coat. And if there's something that you want me to try or demo for you, let me know. I'll figure out how to do it and check it out for you. So I'm going to do some faint pink with bright, brilliant pink flowers. So we've got apple blossom. And I'm going to use, I think, strawberry daiquiri. Oh no, frozen margarita. We'll do those two pinks on the white. So what you need is the biggest head dotting tool. So this is the biggest one that we have here in the starter collection. So what you do is you take, I'm going to take the strawberry daiquiri, no, frozen margarita, and I'm going to make 5 little dots, okay? Or 5 medium-sized dots, I guess. Okay. Then you're going to take the detail brush again, and we're just going to pull that into the main. I've got the wrong brush. So we're just going to pull that into the main. Into the main dot, okay? Just like so. And we're going to cure that. It doesn't look like much yet, but once you get the details started, you'll see it's coming. So we're going to use this one again. I'll move the rest of these brushes out of the road. You just don't want it to move, right? So we're going to just take a splash of the, no, I'll just try this. And we're just going to add a little bit of detail to it and make it a little bit lighter in the middle. Don't touch all the way to the end, just touch to the middle. So you'll get the quick little splash. And it doesn't look like much, but once we start adding the, like I said, the detail to it, it will look like a flower. I like to trick people. No, I don't. I like to make it easy for everyone so they can learn how to do it too, because sometimes people think it's really hard to do the nail art, but it's actually not. It's fairly easy. You just have to learn how to layer it, right? So your dotting tool is your main, so if you can't afford to get anything, I would get dotting tools, okay? Because you can use them for just about anything. So you can put dots, right, onto the nails, and then cure that and put dots on top of it. It looks like little ladybugs on them, or it's just simple little things, little tips that you can do, right? So I'll have to wipe that off, or else I'll be sticking my finger in there. So you can see how we got a start of the corner flower, okay? And you would work with the yellow now, because that's your center, right? Actually, I want to add, and if you don't see how I've got a little more pink here, I want to add a little more of the apple blossom to that, because I don't want it really bright. So I'm going to cure that. It'll just give it some detail, right? So we have to cure that completely. So give me a 1 if you like the lily, okay? And I did show you the full technique of getting the actual leaves on there and showing the lily. And it's just got a little cute little detail to it, right? And it's very simple. And all you need to use is the long-haired brush, right, from the Creative Collection. That's why I'm trying to show you. So we'll use the detail brush on it, right, and the dotting tools, the fine tipped dotting tool. So it's the long one that's actually looks like a brush, but it's just a very, very fine tipped. See, I still have polish on there. Very fine tipped brush for you, okay? So here we have and I'm going to take the big one now. Oh, there it is. So the big one here with a little bit of yellow, it'll be a yellow dot, okay? Right where we put the pink, okay? And you're just going to make it a little bit bigger. Okay, and we're going to cure that. So that's your center of your dot, right? And we're just going to put some details in. So we just use this dotting tool, and that's why I said we use lots of dotting tools. So with this end, I'm going to make a little bit of a line around the outside of that yellow, okay? Just to give it more definition. And then we'll just put little dots of black with the fine pointy one again, the very finest detail dotting tool. That should be good. So see how it's got some detail now? So we're just going to add a little bit of fine black. So we're just going to take this dotting tool and we're just going to add a little bit of black, not all the way around, just where the flower is, just so it has some detail. Okay? And then you're just gonna make little dots in the yellow. Just so it looks like, you know, the dotting. Okay, and then you're gonna put a little bit of white on top. Doesn't show very well, I find, when it's on the screen. But it's very simple, very easy. So you wanna drag your brush. So I wanna show you how to drag it. So you see. So this is the angled brush, okay? So you're gonna drag it this way to make your, right, to drag it. So it drags into, and make sure you have enough on your brush. Drags into to make your, okay? So that's your flower, the start of your flower, right? Can make, if I had green, let's do some green here. Right? Just gives you a detailed. These brushes are amazing. They just give you more definition the best way you can use them, right? So angle is, you want to always take it on an angle. The fan brush swishes around. So there you go. There's your flower. That looks awesome. So we can add some more detail to that if we wanted. I'm going to take a little bit of pink and I'm going to run with the angle brush. Okay, so you want to make sure you have, and just run it, give it some more detail. I'm going to wipe that off because I got it too far down. So with the angle, yeah, that pink doesn't show up very good. So it's not working. So you can always wipe it off if you're not happy with it. But I really like that little. I just would like to get some more detail. Maybe, oh, sorry. Klutzy. See, you don't have to be perfect to do this. Just have fun. So maybe the pink, the bright pink, will help. And just add in little details. That'll help. That gives you more definition. Sorry, you probably can't see that. You just run the brush at an angle, just with the, see how it's brightened it up? Okay, I'm just gonna cure that and I'll show you guys again. And sometimes you learn from your mistakes, right? So just make sure you use the angle brush at an angle. Okay? It'll always give you that definition, right? You can do zigs, zags with it. It's an amazing little brush. There's lots of amazing brushes in there. These are just the ones I've selected today to use. So I'm just going to clean this up because I'm making a mess. I like showing, and if you guys have anything that you would like to see, just share and I'll try and figure it out for you. I enjoy trying to figure out what to do next. So I've contemplated all week on this lily. I love the lily one and detailing it better. So if you have a suggestion, maybe it needs more detail of some kind on the lily. I think it's pretty good. Okay, so this is the flower. What do you think now? See, just a little detail goes a long way. And it looks like it's actually 3D there. And it's not. It's amazing. So that is that. I'm just going to clean all this up, get it out of the road, and then we'll move on to some stamping. I'll show you how to do the stamping and what I mean by the little tips and tricks for the stamping. Okay. Just going to move all of that off to the side so it's out of the way. Put them away. So with the stamping kit, you'll get the stamping tool, okay? 3 of these, and this is one of the ones that I wanted to use today. We're going to use, the white gel, and I'm going to put it on my nails, okay? So I'm going to use it on the green, or the Sublime. This is Sublime on me, okay? So you open that up, and I'm going to pull off the other side so you guys can see the detail. We'll need so I just make sure that I have it all prepped for them. So this is ready for the stamping and the stamper. So what you do is with the gel, you want to move it around in the little tube that it comes in because it's fairly thick. And this is the white, so I wanted to do the leopard skin, this bigger part. So you just take a little bit, sorry, now I'm getting it all over myself. You don't have it up far enough, so I'll have to move this stuff out of the way. So you guys can see. So I just stabbed myself, or not stabbed, but put my finger in it. So I'll have to put a little more on. So it's just, you don't need a whole bunch, but I want the whole stamp here. So you just run it very quickly over top, clean it off, clean off the brush, and then come back and go the other way. Okay. With this, see it's sticking out. You just want to run it the full length. Okay, so you have it clear stamp on there. You can see that the actual whole stamp is on there. So what I do is I just take this, because I don't want that on there, because I will start with that, and take them off, right? So I've just removed the edges. So I'll do it on this one first. So what I usually do, and you can see in the detail, you can see where it starts and where it ends. So I'm going to start right there and run it all the way across. Okay, so you can see it's on my finger, and I usually have a Q-tip that I run, but I'll run this too because it'll work. But I usually run a Q-tip because it's easier. Okay, so you want to make sure you have a Q-tip. And then wipe all the excess off your skin before you cure it. Okay, so the other trick I do, so now I take this take and apply it against the stamping pad. Okay, so it picks up the excess that's stuck inside. Okay, and then I take my stamper and apply it on there too. And I clean it off. You have to do it a couple of times. There. And then that seems to clean it off. And if it's not really clean, then I'll do it again. So I may have to do it again. So what you do is you take the tape off because it's all fully used. And that's why I said save the cellophane. So you're taking the tape off. Okay, I'll just stick it there for now. Grab some more of the tape. Fold it over. I fold it over so it's easy to get on and off on each side. And I've had this box for a while, so it's starting to wear out. But it stays sealed, right? So you just want to make sure that you get that clearly taken off the stamper. Okay. Then you don't have to wash it and it doesn't become milky. And what I mean by milky is you won't be able to see into the other side, right? So it saves it. It lasts longer for you. Because they do give you other tools to put it on with. But, oh, guess I should have sealed that. I forget it's on my nail. So, and you want to make sure that you always leave these little cups on the actual stamper. Okay, so I'm just going to seal my finger here. And you don't want to seal anything else. So what you do now is you take the box again and apply that to the, sorry, I'm trying to do too many things at once here. So I'm trying to seal off my nail, and then what I do after I've done the stamping pad is I use the cleaner, the cleanser wipe, to clean it all up, just like so. And it'll take a little bit to get it all clean. There you go. So, and if you didn't like the stripe, so that's the stripe, right? What I would do, because my polish, if I didn't really like it, I would take it and sorry, I'm just trying to clean up this mess. Take the polish or the cleanser because you can't take it off, but you can actually clean off the sides now better on your fingernail because you want those clean, because I'm going to show you what else you can do. Oh, guess I didn't get it cured very good. So you can take chrome and apply it and make it more sparkly. So this is Spectrum, okay? So it's going to make it look pearlized, I guess. So what I do is I just, because this is a brand new, I haven't used it, shake it down first. Okay, so Spectrum will look like that. And what you're going to do is you're just going to take a little bit, okay? You don't need a whole bunch. And you're just going to apply it to the nail. And it'll only You'll see. So it just, it gives it a little sparkle. And you're going to close that up. And you have to seal that with Clearly Frisky, okay? But what I'm going to do first is just clean up my nail around, because the spectrum will attract to the, or stick to the. So Clearly Frisky. And you just seal that. Seal that up, and it will lighten that. Hello everyone, thanks for watching. I will share this to my group page too once I'm done. I thought I could share from this page, but I guess I can't. So I'm gonna just do it one more time with Spectrum. Let's see. Oh, there we go. I just wanted to add the little holographic so it looks better, right? There. So you see what I mean? It gives it like a 3D dimensional. And again, we'll so that's the holograph. It's number 12, Chrome Spectrum, and it's the holographic one, right? So again, you're going to need to use Clearly Frisky to seal that up. I really like that. You'll see once it's done. You can see see how it shines different? And it's just giving it a lighter, less bright white with the green. I'm very messy with my nail art, but that's okay. So today we did this flower and two flowers, I guess. A lily and just a regular cornflower, right? So nothing spectacular, and you could add a few little greenery to that too. I guess we could do that. I'll just darken the Sublime for you guys once I'm done this. So we'll move that out of the road. Okay, so that's see how it glows? And it's not so bright white? That's what I was after. I'm not a bright white person. It just doesn't look very good on me. So with all this chrome on it, you just need to clean up your sparkles, or else you'll have it all over everything. So just clean that all up. We'll move that out of the road. So there, and then I'm going to take the little angled brush, or even the detailed brush, and we'll add some green to this flower. So yeah, it looks like it has leaves on it, right? Because cornflowers usually have leaves around the outer edge. You just have to imagine certain things, right? So we need to make it a little greener. So I'm going to take Nightingale and just make it a little bit darker. I don't want the full black, but I want it a little bit darker, right? So we'll take some Nightingale and add it to the green. And to mix them, I usually use a dotting tool because they're pretty handy. So it's just a little bit darker green. And just add a little tufts of green coming out, right? Dotting tools are amazing. I don't know how I lived with them for so long, without them for so long. Right? And give it a little definition there. So does that look like a leaf? And again, this is your angle brush. Does that look? So we'll just cure that. So there. We've been on for 45 minutes. I don't want to keep you guys much longer. I appreciate all your support and look forward to chatting with you guys. Thank you. You have an awesome day.